How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a great morning, great day, great afternoon, great evening. Whenever you're watching this video, thanks for clicking on my video for one. I am Trucker Ron, and you're tuned into my channel. I just have one thing to ask, whenever you're thinking about something and you start getting this feeling and the feeling is telling you that you need to do it, but in the back of your mind, you feel the feelings of what that feeling would do. You know what I'm saying? If you did whatever it is that your self was telling you to do, the thing that's telling you to do that inside of your mind, you should listen to that. The reason being is because most of the time it's your intuition or your subconscious, or you can even say it's the spirit guiding you. You know what I'm saying? Our bodies will let us know certain things, and the way that we're connected to the earth and everybody else, our minds will let us know certain things, and so will our heart, because our heart is what we feel with. You know what I'm saying? And anytime there's a thing that you feel like you shouldn't do because you don't want to feel the way that you're going to feel after you do it, even though that thing could be the correct thing that you need to do in order to change certain things in your life, you have to do it. Because if not, you're going to continue to repeat the same cycles in which you did before that thing even came about, which brought that thing into your mind in the first place. So, with that being said, don't try to block it out, because the more you do that, the more you try to block those things out, the more it's going to come back, and it's just going to be a repeated cycle, like I said. You know what I'm saying? And from my own experience, I can tell you, man, it's okay. Things are going to be hard, it's going to hurt in the beginning, but once you become to the place where you can be at peace with the decisions that you make, given that they are the right decisions. But most of the times when you feel certain things, you know these things are the right decisions, even though you don't want to maybe carry out that decision because of how you have built something with a person, place, or thing. Whatever it is that you have to let go, you gotta let it go, because if you don't, it's gonna do way more damage than good. And like I said, whatever the outcome is of sticking to what you know you should do, it's gonna be bad at first, of course, because you're attached to that thing. But know that it's the best thing for you. And then when that happens, things will start to change. And then when things start to change, you're gonna look back and be like, yeah, that hurt, and I was feeling like this, but I needed to do that in order for me to get to where I am today, or for me to feel the way that I feel in order for me to move towards where I'm going in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't and you just let this thing beat you in the head and you stay in the same stagnant place and just don't pay no attention at all, it's never going to go away, and it's only going to make things worse. So to keep from things being worse, you should change them now while it's tiny, before it becomes major and out of control. And anytime anything comes out of control, it tends to destruct. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to self-destruct, and that's all that's going to happen. And then you're going to have to recreate yourself, which we do that every day, because every day is a new opportunity for new life and new adventures, new accomplishments and things like that. But you'll never be able to get out of that day, which you will never get back regardless. So you'll still continue to live the same day over and over again until you make the necessary changes that you have to make to be the greatest version of yourself. Whatever that is, you have to come to odds with that and build a strength inside of yourself to be able to walk alone and do the things that you need to do in order to get to the greatest version, and everything else that comes along with the person that you're supposed to be whenever you're in a higher state. That's the only way to get to your greatness, you know what I'm saying? And that's even going to be hard because it's going to be so many things that you have to strip away from yourself that's come from times whenever we were younger and seen certain things or, you know, experienced whatever. All of this stuff has to be stripped away. Even the thoughts that were put inside of your mind of the way that you think and the way that you think things are supposed to be. We got to strip all of that away. And that's the thing that hurts the most. But that's the beginning of new life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call a rebirth. And know that no matter what, nobody can judge you because people don't even feel good judging themselves. You know why? Because they don't look in the mirror and they don't face what they're supposed to face. You know what I'm saying? They hide it and they indulge in unethical things to pretty much cover up and mask the thing that's really hurting them inside. And they end up dying without fulfilling themselves. You know what I'm saying? You'll never fulfill yourself if you can't clear your mind and clear your path, clear your life of anything that's not in favor of you. Whether you think it is or not, you'll know because it's going to be situations that keeps coming up to bring you to the thought that I don't need this. And in all honesty, you don't. And if you don't get rid of it, it's going to become a poison. That's just like everything else that is a dis-ease. You know what I'm saying? We don't need certain things in the body that we eat. Our bodies let us know by giving us signs and symptoms. And if we continue to overindulge in those things, we become sick. And then we have to go to a doctor that gives you a prescription to something else that's going to happen inside of you once you take this medicine that's been created by man and it's not natural. You know what I'm saying? So that does nothing but continue to bring the disease. It only blocks out the part of the disease that hurts, that lets you know that there's something there. But that's a whole nother subject. But serious, no matter what, that's exactly what has to go on in order for us to improve the quality of life, to improve the quality of ourselves, and also be able to reflect to others in the manner that they can soak in this game, or soak in your energy and see exactly the things that you're saying are that much truer because you're living the things that you're talking about. Now, that's what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while, even though, like I said, there have been certain things that come up and it's perfectly normal because we don't know all of life. You know what I'm saying? We will never know all of life. Even when we get 100 years, however many years we live on this earth, this place called Earth anyway, we'll never know all of life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so mysterious. We won't physically live here long enough to understand everything about it. But the things that we do understand, when we uncover it, this is a part of growth and elevation that we're supposed to go through anyway. And the more that we learn this, the more we can pass it on to the next generations, whether it be your children, your friends and families, relatives, anything like that. The more we're able to know and experience these things, we can pretty much correct things that have been mistakenly embedded in us that aren't true or is not the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially the way we think. But it takes a mass of people to do that. You know, you can only touch as many people as you can touch by speaking the truth, whether someone says that's your truth or not. In all honesty, all you have to do is pay attention. The same way that you pay attention to the earth, if you do pay attention to the earth and everything that's included inside of it. The way the trees grow, the way the birds and everything else correlates with each other, how they coexist in the habitat. That's why there's more harmony throughout animals and plants and things like that than there are throughout people, because we are the most intelligent beings, but we so discombobulated that we don't understand how to grasp truth, and we're afraid to change and be the greatest form of ourselves. But it's necessary for everyone to grow. That's the only way that you'll ever grow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I have. I'm about to get this work. Y'all already know what time it is. If you don't, then yeah, I'm about to get this work, man. I only want to spread peace and positivity to everybody. I wish nothing but prosperity to everyone. I hope that everyone is living a healthy life, as healthy as you can live it right now, while you're working towards changing your life day by day, as it does take one day at a time. And through that one day, you will always make a change. It doesn't matter how big or little it is, as long as you seriously work toward that change. And because things happen, if you fall back, just know that you can get back up, and you won't fail as long as you get back up. But the minute that you stop and you give up, just for the second, it could put you back years, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, you got the ability to do everything that you want to do, as long as you believe in yourself and you know that you can do it. But most of all, you have to put forth the effort to do those things and attain whatever it is that you want to attain, whether it be physical and mental growth or anything. You have to put in the work. It's not going to come to us. With that being said, man, thank you for watching the video. If you came here this far, man, hit the like button, please, for me. Subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 1K plus subscribers, and please spread this video, man. Really give it a like so I can get more exposure out here, man, because I'm just trying to grow, and I'm only speaking positive truth of my knowing, but it's more all-knowing too, because like I said, if you pay attention to the earth and the moon and the stars and everything else that correlates with us coexisting in this habitat, man, things will be so much better for you, and you'll start coming closer to your mind, which is what you have to gain back in order to be able to gain your actual freedom. But yeah, as always, man, stay healthy, be happy. Till next time. Keep loving your heart. Till next time. Peace.